Retired Happy. This is your Retired Happy friend Carolyn from Mississippi, and I'm so glad you joined back in today. I have a lot to share with you today, so it's going to be a fun day. Now in my kitchen, I'm going to show you my potluck meal that I prepared for our potluck dinner at church on Sunday, and it is going to be the chicken and veg-all casserole, and it was really good. I only brought back a few spoonfuls. So I showed you last month on our potluck dinner, I took the strawberry Lazy Man cobbler and I came back with an empty casserole dish. But today I did have a little bit, but not much. It was a big hit too, and it's so easy to prepare. You're going to love this casserole. I'm going to share with you also, I went to a ladies' luncheon yesterday, and I'm going to show you what they served at our lunch. And the guest speaker was Megan Hill, and she was speaking on the importance of the local church in our life. So I'm going to show you what we had for our, what they served us for our lunch before she spoke. And it was really good. They had a really good, I guess it was an appetizer. It was in a big punch bowl, and it tasted like a cappuccino, but it was coffee and had vanilla ice cream in it and caramel syrup on top of it. And then for the main course, we went through buffet style and served our plates. And we had a big container that had the white chicken chili, and it had the chicken in it, the green peppers, and then along with that was a side salad of mixed greens, dried cranberries, chopped up green apples, and then little bits and pieces of roasted pecans and bacon bits. So it was very, very tasty, very good salad dressing to go with it. And then with the bread was cornbread muffins. So everybody got a cornbread muffin to go with their white chicken chili. And then they had the dessert already set on the table, and it was crust with kind of a pumpkin souffle, and then cream, whipped cream on top of that, and then the caramel syrup drizzled on top of that. So it was really, really good. I really enjoyed getting out. The ladies were so friendly, and it was just a good time. So I'm going to share that with you, well, pictures. I didn't video her whole speech, but I will show you the speaker and our lunch. So I'm going to share that with you, and I'll show you my little garden. And one of my thankful for today, I have two thankful for today. One is that my little garden seed are already up, and I'll show you some pictures of my radishes, my mustard greens, and my turnip greens are already poking up through the ground. So won't be long maybe till I'll be able to pick a few and have a meal on it. And then the other thankful for today is going to be in our forecast. We have rain coming this weekend and lower temperatures. So at the lower temperatures, I might be able to make my my navy bean soup with the ham, or either a pot of chili. So there's nothing better than the first pot of chili in the fall. And my good word for today is going to be kind of taken from Megan's speech on what she was talking about the local church and how important the local church is to us. And through Scripture, God tells us to help each other, to be with each other, to love one another, to welcome one another. It says, greet each other with the holy kiss, and to be welcoming to each other, accepting to each other, and then to help and support each other. So that was a really good message, to just think about how important God tells us that other people in our life are, and how we're to help each other and support and love each other. And I'm also going to share with you some of my projects, my progress on my projects. So this is the crocheted maple leaf that I showed you, and I have started another one, and I started writing out directions on it. And I thought, Well, instead, there is a lot of writing out on these directions because it's easy, but it's complicated telling how to do all the different sections. So what I'm going to do is put a link on there on the tutorial that's already on Facebook that I followed, and I'll let you follow hers because she's already written it out, and it's very, very good, easy to follow instructions. So I'll put the link to that in there. And I'm going to show you my socks. Not socks. I've got one sock. Now when I get through with this one sock, I'm going to have to make another one so I can have a sock for each foot. But here we go. I've gotten it down to, and these stitches are so small that I can knit for a little while and then I have to put it down and let my eyes rest. But I'm very happy with it. I've got the top ribbing done, and now I'm this far down on the knit every row. I think I'm on row 15, and I have to do 56 rows of all knit stitch. So I love the way this yarn is striping, just absolutely love it. And this is my ball of yarn. And I knew I loved the colors in it, but I had no idea it would stripe that pretty. So I'm loving that. And then my little blanket, my little crochet blanket, I'm almost through with it. I'm on the finishing up edge. So what I'm doing, I'm already to the border, and this is my little crochet blanket. And it's this big. And this is going with that quilt that I made, the sample quilt. So I've got the border started. I made a row of the pink, just the solid pink all the way around. And now I'm coming back with the variegated yarn, and I'm making an edge, half double crochet chain one, half double crochet chain one. And what I'm going to do is go back to Hobby Lobby and get some pink ribbon and thread the ribbon through that space. So the next row I do will be a solid row of either just single crochet. I think I'll probably do just single crochet all the way around the edge, but I'll either do a single crochet or a row of half double crochet around to finish with the variegated yarn. So I'm almost through with that project, and I just love the colors on that. It's just so happy, and I think it will be a great little baby girl gift. So that's my project for today. So we're going to get started, and I'll show you what Maisie's up to today. So we'll get on into the kitchen now, and we'll start the chicken Veg-All casserole. And oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I decided in this household of one, I made an executive decision that I needed to get a small freezer, and I'll show you a picture of it. Well, I might not. And it's a small, I think it's maybe a 3 cubic foot. It was the smallest freezer I could find because I needed a casserole to take to a friend who was just home from the hospital from having surgery, and I didn't have anything already prepared. My refrigerator freezer is so small, I don't have room in it to put casseroles to be able to take to somebody. So this is my plan. I got that little small stand on the floor freezer, and I'm going to be making this week, and I'll show you the recipe when I cook that, the chicken rotel spaghetti casserole. So I'm going to fix, I went to Dollar Tree and got some of those small little aluminum containers, and they come with a lid on it. Going to be making baking of pumpkin bread pretty soon, and fresh apple cake. So I'm going to do the fresh apple cake and the pumpkin bread and make the loaves of that to put in my freezer. And that way, when I have somebody new coming in, or somebody who's sick, or somebody who's just had surgery and I need to take something to them, I'll be ready. So there you go. That's my plan, and that is already in the works. I've got that started. So I hope you enjoy this little visit at my house, and I hope you enjoy this casserole. Thank you so much, every one of you, for liking, for sharing, for commenting. I just enjoy reading all the comments so much, and I have learned so much. I'll make suggestions, and you let me know how you're making things and doing things a little bit different in your area. So it's a real learning process, and this retirement journey, we can learn from each other. And that was why I wanted to start the channel to begin with, was to build a community where we can share with each other what we're doing, what we've learned that works, and just share and learn from each other. So thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting, and just share your smile with everyone. Tomorrow is potluck dinner at church. So what I'm fixing to take to the potluck dinner is going to be the Chicken Veg-All Casserole. And this is really a good, nutritious casserole. Everybody always enjoys this. So my ingredients for my casserole, I've went ahead and just got a can of chicken because I'm not cooking chicken right now. So I have the chicken, can of sliced water chestnuts, 1 cup grated cheese, and this is cheese that I had in my refrigerator for my meatballs and my pasta. So this is mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to use that. That's what I have and already in my refrigerator. 1/2 cup sour cream, 1/2 cup mayonnaise. I'm going to mix it now, but I won't bake it until in the morning before I go to church. I have 1 small onion I'm going to chop, and I'm going to mix all of this up, put it in my already oiled casserole dish, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator and bake it in the morning before I go to church, and that way it'll be hot, crispy. The topping is going to be 1 tube of the Ritz crackers with 1 stick of butter melted. Now everybody always brings different things. We have one person in our church who usually brings his strawberry cake. He started bringing it and everybody loved it, so he's just kind of gotten in the habit of every Sunday bringing the strawberry cake. And this is the same potluck dinner that I think last month I took my Lazy Man strawberry cobbler, and that was when I brought back nothing but an empty dish. So I'll take my phone with me tomorrow, and before everybody gets in and starts serving, I'll go down the line and let you see what everybody has brought tomorrow, because potluck dinner is always everybody's favorite dinner. It's a good chance to sit and visit. I'm going to a very small church now, and it reminds me of the kind of the old-fashioned country churches that we used to go to when I was younger. And everybody knows everybody, and I like it being a small church. And we know everybody, and we know about each other's families. We know when somebody's sick or in the hospital. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken to it. And I'm going to drain a little bit. This has a lot of juice in it. Now this is the 10 ounce of the Kroger chicken. And it doesn't have to be real chickeny. I'm not really too worried about that because we do have other meat. Usually somebody will go to the store or go to one of the chicken places and get fried chicken. Sometimes somebody brings a pot roast, so it just depends. Every month it's a little bit different, but our potluck dinner is always the second Sunday of every month. So tomorrow is the second Sunday. So now this is the water chestnuts, and my recipe just says 1 can. So it doesn't say how many ounces. So let's look at this and see if we think it's going to be the right amount or too much. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put it all in there, because water chestnuts is one thing I like. It gives it an unexpected crunch. So these are the sliced water chestnuts, La Choy. 10-ounce can of water chestnuts. Now I'm going to grate the cheese. I have the 1 small onion, I have the water chestnuts, the chicken. So I'll go ahead and add the vegetables. I'm going to add 3 cans just so I'll have a bigger casserole, because I have a pretty big casserole dish and it will hold 3 cans without any problem. So this will be the vegetable on the vegetable section of the table. So I'm going to add the 3 cans of drained Veg-All or mixed vegetables. This is the Kroger low sodium mixed vegetables. And this is what I also use when I make my chicken pot pie, which I love chicken pot pie. Coming on up in this fall, I'm going to be making a chicken pot pie. Okay, there is 1 can. Now I'm grating the cheese, and I need 1 cup grated cheese. So I don't know if you noticed in the background my little recipe. So I had trouble following my recipe, and I needed it up where I could see it easily while I was cooking. So one day I got the idea that of putting it. This is a little skirt hanger or a little pants hanger. So it's just the right height to hang on my kitchen cabinet knob. And they say necessity is the mother of invention. So there you go. If you just are creative, you can come up with a solution to solve a problem. Now, if I could just take that on Everybody Wants to Be a Millionaire or Shark Tank or somewhere and get paid for it, I'd have it made, wouldn't I? So I'm going to have 1 cup grated cheese, and then 1/2 cup mayonnaise and 1/2 cup sour cream. And then that will be all the ingredients. I'll be ready to put it in my casserole dish. Okay, that looks like a cup. So we'll go ahead and put that in the bowl. And I have a pretty big bowl. And these are bowls I have had my whole entire adult life, I think. It's a set of bowls, and I don't even know where I've got it. I had them for so long, but they are worth every penny I paid for them. Okay, 1/2 cup sour cream, and I'm going to make that a heaping because I did add that extra can of Veg-All in it. And I need it to be have enough sauce in it to take care of all those vegetables. Okay, that's everything that it calls for. So I'm going to stir it up well. And you know what? I think I'm going to add something else. This is something I found at the store yesterday, and I got it. So, and I added it to my okra and tomatoes, and I really liked it. This is salt-free seasoning Supreme Tradition. So I got that and sprinkled some of that on my okra and tomatoes. And then I found this. This is Supreme Tradition garlic and pepper seasoning. So I'm going to add a sprinkle of that in there. I found out this is real salty, so I'm not going to add very much of that. But this is salt-free, so I am going to add some of that salt-free seasoning. And I'll tell you the ingredients on this is garlic, onion, carrot, black pepper, the citric acid, chopped red pepper, parsley, and lemon oil. So that's what's in this. No preservatives, that's good. Citric acid is just in there to help preserve the color of the vegetables. So I'm going to try that out and see how it does. I'll let you know after I try it at our lunch tomorrow. Now, another thing I have found, when I empty my cans of Veg-All, I have to be sure and check all through it because I have found some green bean stems in there. And sometimes there is a discolored carrot or a discolored piece of potato. So I do check all of my vegetables after I put it in my bowl. But this is making a big bowl of casserole, and this is going to be so good. And everybody likes a casserole with Ritz crackers on top of it. So that's all there is to it. I have it stirred up, mixed up. It is very well thoroughly mixed. I'm going to put that in my casserole dish. And I've already oiled it, but I don't know what size that is. I would say it's about a 9 by 13. So now it's all going in the casserole dish. I will cover it with plastic tonight. And then tomorrow morning when I get up, I will put the crackers on it, put it in the oven, and bake it. And then I'll be able to take it to church piping hot and ready to eat at our potluck dinner. And we always have lots of good food. That's why everybody looks forward to it every month. There, now I'm really glad I added that extra can of Veg-All because this casserole dish has very high sides and it will hold a lot of casserole ingredients. So it could hold a little bit more, but I don't have any more, so that's it. That's what I'm going to take. There was a celery string, so I'm glad I got that. Okay, that's all mixed, and I'm going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator. And I will show you in the morning how it looks baked before I take it to church. Now it's time to finish up the casserole, so I'm going to melt 1 stick of butter, crush up 1 sleeve of Ritz crackers, and put that on top of the casserole and put it in the oven at 350. I'm thinking it will probably need to bake about 45 minutes, but I'll let you know at the end. Now, as you know, Ritz crackers are a staple in the Southern kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and crush them up, get them all very finely crushed. However you need to crush yours. Sometimes I can just crush them with my hand, but this time I'm going to go ahead and take, this is just the end of my knife sharpener, and it works really good as a mallet. The crackers are all finely crushed. I'm going to add all of this to the butter, mix it up really well, and then spread it out on top of the casserole. And it's already smelling so good. It really was good for it to sit in the refrigerator overnight because now all of the flavors have mingled and married, and it's going to be really, really good. Okay, that's all mixed. So now we're just going to sprinkle this all over the top and spread it out evenly so every single bite will have some Ritz crackers on it. And it will be interesting to see after the end of the potluck how much I have left over to bring home. I don't think I'll have very much, especially after everybody knows what it is. Okay. Now that's all we have to do, so we're going to stick this in the oven. The oven is heated, and I'll come back when it's brown and bubbly. Now the casserole is done, and it has baked for 45 minutes. So I'm going to take it out. Oh, nice and bubbly hot. Can you see it is still bubbling around, and it smells so good. So I'm going to cover it with tin foil and wrap it in this towel to try to keep it warm while I take it to church. And I'll let you know after church how much of it comes back home with me. Well, this is our potluck at church. So I'm going to go down the line before everybody gets here and it gets gone. There's our favorite stuffed eggs. Always have to have stuffed eggs.
Oh yeah.
Beans. So that's a good idea to go ahead and get it early. Fruit, corn,
You know,
green
I'm
beans,
so pitiful anyway.
peas. There's my casserole. Potatoes, butter beans, macaroni cheese, sausage, potato salad, and there's our favorite fried chicken, bagels, chicken salad. So doesn't that look good? And that's the drink stand with our favorite helper getting our drinks ready. Hey. Now here's the dessert table, and that looks like a really good cake. Cookies. There's the strawberry cake I was telling you, because the man in our church makes strawberry cake. Banana trifle, cupcakes, cakes, cookies, pies. That one looks like coconut pie. And there's a chocolate cream pie. We almost always have those. Strawberries, chocolate cake. Well, one of everything. Some of this is for the shower, because after we have our potluck dinner, we're having a baby shower today. So everything is set up in the back for the baby shower. So we have a young lady in our church who is the granddaughter of one of our church members, and she is expecting, well, she and her husband are expecting a baby boy. I believe in November, she said. So this is our fellowship hall. And while our sanctuary was being remodeled, we had church service in here every Sunday. So it's time to go get a plate and get ready to eat our potluck dinner.
So see the speakers going around talking to people. So what service do you go to? Second. Oh, that's why I don't see you. We go to the first service.
Ministry to her is wasted, because I can tell you from my personal experience that.
Well, I am so happy and so surprised my little seeds are up already. So this is my little radish row, and this is going to be my mustard green row, and this section is my turnip green row. So I really didn't expect them to be up and growing this well so soon, but that's okay. I'm very, very, very happy. My little tomatoes are growing right along, and I have some more blooms. So, and there's some fresh basil coming along. I need to come out and trim all that old basil back. My nasturtium plant is really pretty, but no blooms on it. What's going on, Maisie? What's going on? Yeah, good girl. You been playing with your monkey? Yeah, you've been playing with your monkey. You're such a good girl. What are you doing, Maisie? What are you doing? I need you to stay there. Yes, you're such a good girl. Have you been playing with your monkey? Huh? Yeah? Good girl. Maisie's laying in the sun. She just finished eating her lunch. Uh-oh. Sounds like the lawn men are out today.